Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Welcome to our log for day 10. Sunday, it was a low-key day.
It was.
Joe has got a very nasty flu.
Yeah. Very bad bug.
Yeah, some bad bug. Maybe COVID, who knows? We didn't bring any tests. There's no need to test. I think people that are still testing are kind of crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I've gotten all the shots available. I've had it. So I don't even know. It's a mystery.
She got laid up hard yesterday. She slept most of the day. So I was kind of out and about by myself for the first time on a vacation for almost an entire day.
You were roaming and roaming.
Yeah. So we did get together. You went out to breakfast with me.
I did. I barely survived that outside trek. Made it to the pancakes, or where we had pancakes.
Yeah.
Sat and about passed out in the seat. Made our way back.
Yeah, literally. We went out, got some food, came back. She went to sleep.
Yeah.
So I took off, which is kind of comical because when I leave, our front door is like a freaking vault door.
It is a vault door.
And we have one key to it. So I locked the vault from the outside. She cannot get out of this apartment. I mean, there's 3 small windows, but they all have massive drops outside of them. It's a 6-bolt door. It's crazy.
If I ever felt like a prisoner, that would have been it. But
yes.
I needed the rest, and I was not about to go anywhere by myself. So
yes, I locked her in the door, and off I went. I went over. I walked. Oh, I walked a lot.
Yeah, you did. Like a good 3 hours worth.
Yeah, I went to the open air market. I went to the castle over by the Vatican. So insert name here. Neat little castle. It had a bit of a history. It was a burial mound. And I'm going to get this in the wrong order. It's one of the few places in Rome that never fell into disrepair because it was always being used for something. So it went from a burial mound to a fortress to a church to a prison to back to like royal stay location. So it's been utilized for one thing after another because it's got a great spot on the river, Tibere, I think it's called, and it's just been utilized throughout the ages. They had a lot of defensive ramparts on it, which was really cool. A lot of cannon slots, a lot of archer slots. It was, I mean, the inside, the museum part was meh. I'm not really one for museum. Although if somebody could explain this painting to me, I don't know what the heck this woman is standing. She's standing on like the heads of babies. I'm like, I've got to research it when I get home. I have no idea what the deal with this painting is. But the inside of the castle was decent. What made it kind of cool is when you get up to the very, very top and you're up in the open air, you're on the top of the castle, the view was amazing. 360 view. They have a huge statue of Archangel Michael up there. And I mean, the view from the dome in the Vatican was better by far. But this view, because it is completely open air and there's no obstacles, it was really something special. So anyway, hung out at the castle. But once again, in true fashion for preparation of the Jubilee in 2025, the iconic bridge leading to the castle was completely under scaffolding and being cleaned. Most of the stuff around, like I couldn't look out a single cannon turret because I was trying to get a picture out the cannon turrets. I couldn't look out one of them and not see some kind of construction being done for the Jubilee. Like, are you kidding me? There's so much of it. At this point, we're looking forward to getting to Florence, and hopefully it's not happening up there. This is one of the first times we were hearing construction today.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I bugged out of there, did a long walked over to the Vatican again, which is about 40 minutes from where we're at. I walked back through various parts of Rome, just exploring any street that struck my fancy. Went into a couple churches. I mean, every church is gorgeous, but it's sort of like Thailand. You see, after so many temples, you're like, okay, it's another golden Buddha sitting there. I get it. You know, same thing with these churches. Gorgeous dome. I've seen 13 of them. I can't tell them apart anymore.
Nope.
Came back, stopped at the open air market, picked up 2 fruit smoothies, brought one back for her. That was fun while walking through massive crowds with these 2 plastic cups filled to the brim of smoothies. Oh, jeez. That's amazing I didn't spill anything.
I'm very impressed with that.
Yeah. Got back here, came in, checked on her. So we went out and got lunch, right? No, we sat around here for a while.
Yeah, we sat at home for a while.
Yeah, sat at home kind of monitoring how she was. Because we got a bunch of medication in the morning and we're just trying to pump her full of
whatever will help.
Whatever will help. And so I'm kind of monitoring that. And last night was supposed to be one of the excursions I was probably like my second or third most excited excursion. Mm-hmm. And it was a nighttime bike ride through Rome where you're on e-bikes and you get to go to all the major sites and take pictures. And then it's a food and drink tour and on e-bikes, no less. I was super excited about this when we booked it months and months ago. Mm-hmm. But once we got to Rome, you see all the traffic and all the people and the cyclists zipping in and out and the condition of the roads. I'm like, oh my God, I'm not worried about me because I'm very capable on a bike.
Okay. You're a solid bicycle handler.
Yeah, I cycle a lot.
Yeah.
But I was worried about Joe.
Yeah.
So
worried about me on one of my better days too.
Yeah, and the where the meeting point for that place was about a half-hour walk from here. So Joe decided, she said she was at 50% energy and she wanted to do it. So off we went. Mm-hmm. We walked about halfway there, stopped and had dinner at a nice little, real nice little restaurant.
Yeah, Gwenda, Guemda.
There you go, Gwenda. The building it was in is like a cave type building, built in, I believe she told me 32, 34, 42, somewhere around there, AD. So she's like, this is like 30 years older than Christ. I'm like, okay, that's an old building.
That's quite the brag too.
Yeah. So I ordered appetizers. I mean, we both got a pasta main dish, and I just looked down the appetizer and I saw steak tartare. I'm like, yes, it wasn't. I saw it, but it didn't register what the hell it was.
Yeah.
So we ordered it, and then they brought it out. And I'm sitting there, I'm looking like, Joe, I think I just ordered us raw meat, and I did. I ordered raw red meat, and we're sitting there, and it looked
pristine. It looked.
So
the
well.
Presentation was amazing.
But we couldn't bring ourselves to eat it. I'm sitting there, I'm looking, I'm like, I'm not going to run the risk of getting E. coli. E. coli, I've had it before. It has laid me out sicker than I think. One of the top 5 sicknesses of my life was E. coli.
Yeah.
I'm like, screw this. I ain't running that risk.
Yeah. Even if Google says it's like, if it's handled properly, you'll be fine. I'm like,
So we sent it back to the kitchen with our apologies. I told them it's like my fault. I paid for it.
We didn't realize.
This is nothing on the restaurant. This is all me.
Yeah.
But
neither of us realized what tartare actually was until last night.
Yeah, because we don't have that in the States. No. I mean, I've had tuna tartare, and you don't even think twice about that. Tuna's, fine. I have sushi all the time, but nah, I just couldn't do it. They did take it off our bill. They were super nice. It was actually a really nice kind of vibe in the restaurant.
It was.
And anyway, we left there. We finished the walk. We got over to the location for the bike thing. And we had a meeting point, and the meeting point was right next to a cafe. We found the cafe. There was a garage next to it. But it was like a garage into a really dark hallway. of where cars could go with like other garage doors in there.
Mm-hmm.
And it did not look inviting. Nothing was
No.
well lit. It was real dingy sidewalk, dingy area. Supposed to meet them at 7 o'clock. We're standing there, ain't nobody else showing up. It's just the two of us on the sidewalk with the occasional person walking by. The cafe it was next to was closed down. Thankfully, a sushi place was opening up next to it on the other side. So I went and I asked them, I'm like, "Does anybody speak English?" They came out. I'm like, is there a bike thing here? She goes, oh yeah. She goes, it might be closed. She goes, I don't know what's going on. And we waited. We were supposed to meet him at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock came, just the two of us standing on the sidewalk. 7:10, I'm sending him text messages via the booking app. No reply. 7:20, I'm like, we've waited 20 minutes. We're out of here. We better get a full refund. I'm like, what kind of business are you running?
Yeah.
I was pissed, but I wasn't really pissed. I'm like, yes, let's get a refund and get out of here. We don't have to die on these bikes. Or at least she doesn't have to die on the bike.
Blessing in disguise. You would have been fine. I would have died in a not cool way.
Yeah. And about, an hour later, she's having coughing fits and is sick again. I really don't know how you would have.
No.
You would have been miserable on that bike.
Given how the rest of the night went after us not getting on the bikes, I'm like, yeah.
You made a bad decision.
That would have been bad.
But it was kind of cool. On the way back, she's still not feeling well, but, we're trying to make the best of things.
Yep.
I sat her down in the Jewish quarter. I sat her on some steps. I'm like, stay.
I'm like, okay.
And I ran. I ran off. I went to... Yeah, I mean, you can buy wine anywhere here.
Yeah.
So I went to a little mini mart and got a great shanty bottle of wine. Labeled DOGC, I think is the thing. So if a wine bottle has a DOGC, and I'll throw up a picture of one, label around the neck of it, it means it's state controlled. Mm-hmm. So the wine has been recognized as being of such quality that they want to protect it. Mm-hmm. So it is an honor for a wine to get these labels. Mm-hmm. And basically, we learned this on a wine tour we took. The lady told us she can walk into a wine store, and if she sees that branding, that label on a wine bottle, she goes, I know it's a good bottle of wine. I can just buy it. Mm-hmm. She goes, if it doesn't have that, she goes, then I'm just like everybody else. I have to Google and see if it's a good bottle of wine because I have no clue. So these labels are really a good marker. Mm-hmm. And I got a 2015 Shanty labeled bottle of wine for less than $20. I ran over to the Jewish pizza shop and got crisp, which is just basically the flatbread that's been cooked with a little bit of salt and pepper on it. Mm-hmm. And we took, and when I bought the bottle of wine in the store, the guy's like, "Do you want it opened?" I'm like, "Yes, please." So he opens it for me. He's like, "Would you like 2 plastic cups?" I'm like, "I was just gonna ask you." So he gave me 2 plastic cups, opened the bottle of wine. Off I went. I went and got my pizza crisp, went back, found her on the steps.
And
we went down. We found a little curb we could sit on by the turtle fountain and sat there for an hour just watching people go by, drinking red wine and eating crisp.
Yeah, not too shabby.
No, it was...
I sadly could only enjoy one glass, but
yeah,
it was good.
I drank over half the bottle. I'm sitting here looking at what's left in it. I'm sure I'll finish it tonight. Mm-hmm. But that was it. It was a pretty low-key day.
Yeah.
She didn't have much to add today because she slept almost all yesterday.
I was in bed for the afternoon. Lots of fever-breaking sweats, I think. And I think I'm at 60% energy today. So
yeah.
Despite how I sound and probably look.
Our host for the B&B contacted us last night. They are treating us to breakfast this morning.
Yes.
They're not going with us to breakfast,
No,
but they've called ahead to a restaurant to pay for our breakfast.
Yep. Apparently we may go calmly
Yeah.
to the breakfast place, whatever that means.
Yeah, I got the text message from the dude. He's like, I've made the reservations. You can go calmly to this restaurant. I'm like, oh, Google's a funny translator for these people.
It's good stuff.
But then again, I'm sure it goes across the other way just as well.
Yeah.
They're sitting there eating like, what the hell are they trying to say here? Yeah. So
Yeah.
short, sweet, easy day.
There you go.
We today's a free day, nothing planned. We're gonna go get breakfast. She's gonna determine how she feels, if she wants to, medicate and sleep the rest of the day, or
Or go exploring.
go exploring. Because if she goes exploring, then we'll figure out what we're gonna do together. If she's sleeping all day, then I'm going to the Roman baths, which sadly are not functional. So that would be nice. The
Just
Roman
sit.
baths, yeah. A church, and I forget what the third place is, but they're hoofing it. They're like a 40-minute walk east of the city, so it's out of the main tourist area, but it still is tourist attractions. So stay tuned and see what we did tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's a cliffhanger.
See if Joe goes or not.
All right, catch you tomorrow.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.